Before I begin, I would like to say I am sorry to all the Amber lovers out there. She's just not that strong. I really do apologize. So today I'm gonna try to rank all the free to play character that you get in the game. Cause not everyone can spend their weekly pay rolling for Gene, Deluxe, and whatnot. So this will be just the free to play characters in Genshin, and I'll give you a general idea of how they do. Starting with Gamber, I'm not gonna lie, she's pretty bad. Like, you can't even justify that she's a 4 star sometimes. I'm sorry, okay? I'm very sorry. Her auto's cool and all, her charge attack cool and all, but like, she still does least damage out of all the champs I've covered. Her ability pretty sucks. Like, Explosive Puppet, it doesn't do enough damage, and all it does is taunt. It taunts multiple enemies, that's fine, and it's gonna explode after, but the explosion doesn't do enough damage without the rune skills. I'm calling them runes with their artifacts. Like, it's so bad. So bad. Like, compared to everybody else. Like, Zhang Ling has a better bear. You can make a little you can make a lot of plays with them, sure, with the taunt and whatnot. But you can't even throw it that far for it to be like such an element of surprise that'd be good. Compared to all the other characters, it's fine. Her ult's fine. But mobs move around. You need something more damage and something that is larger area of effect. This thing is like the smallest circle I have ever seen. Like, if you had like your character's Anemo skill that pulls people in and the NATO, then you can combine it pretty well. But like, you can still do the same with Zhang Ling, and she's a way better character. Like, it's cool and all, but I'm sorry, your champ is so bad. For what's it's worth, like, she's still good for drawing enemies in and then preparing them for the large area of effect damage that all the other characters gonna do. But compared to all the other characters individually, she's someone that you do not want to grind that much. Like, she's just there to throw her E and then her ult and then cool GG. Like, good job. Moving on to the main characters, the Geo variant. The Geo variant sucks. Not it. The motor is pretty bad, bro. Like, why does it stay? Like, I don't know why it stay. And then half the time it just gets in my way. Like, just have the thing fall and then disappear after like 5 seconds. Not like it lasts for 20. Like, I don't know why. Like, compared to the Anemo, this stuff is so bad. The ult for like Geo is fine, but like, it doesn't even knock back. It's a shockwave that doesn't knock back. It is AoE Earth Pound. An Earth Pound that does not even a lot of damage. How much damage that does the ult do? Wax to the earth. How much damage? 148? So, you don't even get much elemental. Like, you don't even get elemental combination. You just get the Geo shields. I guess it's more of a tanky build, but like, compared to Anemo, it's just bad. Like, here, the charge Shinzu or Rasengan. Like, if you use elemental damage on it, it can do really high damage. Push it out. Same with this, you can combine it with elemental, and then it just does a lot more damage. Although, like, it's kind of ass against the big enemies. Like, no cap. This ult's kind of useless, but for groups of enemy, it's pretty good. Like, it fucking chains them together. Like, say you taunt them with Amber's E, and then you NATO them. Cool. Great. For Noelle, you get this by just wishing on the beginner squish. She does do a lot of damage. That I was sure, and she is pretty tank. So her damage is pretty high skill if you just upgrade her to the map. The problem is that she's a Geo user. Like, I don't like the fact that she's a Geo user, because I feel like her ult would be so good if it could be combined with something. But it's fine because she's more so of a tank than anything else. Like, her E is basically just breastplate. You get armor and shield, raising defense, and you also, with Geo, you get elemental shields that you can knock off people. So you get that tanky as well. Yeah, so her ult just transform her sword into giant sword. You can swing. Woo! Swing. and based on her defense. So yeah, you can scale her pretty well and make her pretty OP that she'll help you against lots of bosses. What is this, 40% defense? Ooh, that's a really good defense. So yeah, if you just spend the 8 fate you get in the beginning for free, because you do get fate for free on her first before trying to roll for anything else that's pay to win. Elisa. I'll say she's good against groups, bad against like bosses like the Eye of the Storm. That one's a bad boss for her since she can't do that much damage for it, because it moves around way too much for ult to be useful, and like for her ability to be useful, like she has to call it down from the sky. She doesn't have time, and if you just burst the ability, it doesn't even do damage at all. Her autos are weird, but it chains, so it's fine. Her VA does a great job. You can watch her VA play herself. But all in all, like let's say like all the free to play characters has a really good combo if you use them well. She's really good of getting people off of you. Like if people approach you, they'll take damage. Like, but her damage needs to be really scaled up for it to do a lot of damage. Like her E does, how much is this? Not sure if to hold damage. Stack one card. Oh, it's an AoE. Stack 3. Yeah, so you have to stack up the chain. Like if you're able to stack up Electro, then this shit do tons of damage. If you combine it to water, then yeah, it'll be more conductive damage. The press damage is 80%. See how weak it is if you tap it? That's so bad. For her lantern, because I'm not calling it a lightning rod. I'm definitely not calling it a lightning rod. For her lantern. I mean, the damage is so bad. Like, what is this? Like, scale it to like 50, but like, it doesn't even follow enemy around. It's a zone ability. So like, you just throw it to get enemies off you, or just to combine it with any other thing. So yeah, she's pretty meh in that retrospect. So you need to like use the combo would be using lightning lantern and then her E, because lightning lantern stacks the electric charges, and then you just use this to burst it out. So that would be the combo I'd suggest. Kia, I'm not gonna lie, Kia's pretty bad. Like Kia's just Zhangling, but worse, and Cryo. Because Kia's ult is basically like a lot of ults. Like I think Beidou has that ult too, and it's a better variation. Kia's ult is just ice twirls around him, and it freezes people around it if they're low level. His E Frost Knot is so bad, like just poof, like it just sends an ice beam towards. So like I wouldn't recommend anyone using him. I can't see anyone using this thing and say using this character and say, oh wow, that's such a good character, man. Maybe his damage is high scale, like 191% and whatnot for hit damage. He has a pretty high damage scaling compared to a lot of the other mages and swordswomen. But like, nah, I refuse. Passitan, nah, not even good enough. No. Who else do you get free? Zhangling, I think you get for free if you complete like a quest. Like yeah, it's part of the wish category. Like it's an event that you have to complete and you get her anyway, so it's good. Yeah, her autos are meh, like 1-2 auto, hold auto to like spear charge, boo, and then hold it again for dash. Like yeah, cool. It's pretty cool. She's pretty cool. I like her E. It's a better Amber. Like this one doesn't just walk around and just waves their hand and taunt the enemy. This one attacks the enemy and probably taunts it as well. But like this one attacks and just breathes fire like a dog. Like it's insane. It's so good. It's such a good combo with a lot of things. And her Pyronado, insane. Fucking her spear that swirls around, that does insane damage. Like the scaling, damn. Scaling is way better than Cryo. See, 112 compared to like Cryo's, what's Cryo? Cryo boy 77. So yeah, a lot more damage. So she's a pretty good DPS for use if you can complete that event and get her. She's not really that hard to roll for, so I think she's free to play because you can unlock her. Is that everybody? Oh no, we got Barbara. What can I say about Barbara, bro? She a good healer, bro. Like she heals and the healing scales on her HP. And you get her when you get level 20. So like spend 15 hours on the game, you probably get her. Yeah. So her E, she just summons water bubble that can vaporize. Like it twirls around like the other ults that have animation that twirls around people. And her ult is just a gigantic heal. So she's a pretty good DPS user for whatnot. Yeah, so if you're able to like keep her in, like she can heal more using her charge attack. So that's a pretty good regeneration. And yeah, her ult just heals a large ally. That's pretty cool. She's really deserving of A-list. Jungling does do a lot of damage too. Like I suggest upgrading your character and then jungling or jungling for because she's free to play. Is there any other free to play you might get? Like later in the game you might get more free to plays, but for all like no, what you have now should get you through a lot of the games thing. Like I don't think you would run into a boss that's too hard. And let's just talk about world boss. Then again, you can just find out the ways to kill them. So it's all in all, it's good. If you want to spend money on the game, spend money on the game. But for me, those free to plays are good. So yeah, that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching. See ya. 選択がこなる彼方へそびえ立つ階段